ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Haychie, the Pokemon channel. Today, we are playing a new archetype that just makes sense in what it does, and what it does is as simply as I could put, beat Dragapult. That's what we're playing today. We're playing just pure Mega Lopunny, which I didn't know was a deck until yesterday on stream, or 2 days ago on stream, I think at this point now. Maybe like 4 by the time I'm uploading this. I'm traveling, so I'll be in Ireland while this video is uploaded. But there was a deck list that did very well. I think there were 6-1 at the point on where it was playing on stream, and I was watching it at Los Angeles Regionals, hosted by, or not hosted by, played by Hale. Ooh, I can find his name. Obernulty. It should be at the bottom here, right? Yep, they got 5th place at the Regionals. I thought they were gonna win, to be honest with you, because this was such a good meta call. We were watching them, he was facing off against a Dragapult, and he made it look so easy. They couldn't do anything. It was beautiful. Mega Lopunny, for anyone that doesn't know, is a tanky Pokemon. Except against fighting Pokemon. But it's a tanky Pokemon. Dragapult is max usually doing 200 damage with the efficient, like, little 6 damage counters on the bench. What this deck does is destroy that. Like every Mega Pokemon, it's got the Wally's Compassion option, where it could heal all damage from a Pokemon Mega EX, which is Mega Lopunny, and then you put the energy back in your hand, which a lot of times is a bad downside of it, but in this case it's not that bad, because you only need 1 energy to attack with Mega Lopunny, and also if you use the Enriching Energy on a Mega Lopunny to draw extra cards, putting it back in your hand to draw more extra cards over and over again is pretty gosh darn good. It all just makes sense. This has the Dunsparce line in it, and we do have a good counter to a lot of the, like, Teal Mask Ogerpon decks out there, or the Lillie's Clefairies, or the just Ogerpon boxes in general. With Dunsparce Tenacious Tail doing 60 times the amount of Pokemon EX on your opponent's side. So if they have 6, which does happen with Area 0 pretty consistently, even without it's possible, but, like, it does happen consistently. You're doing 360, which is, a 6 shot in Call of Duty, but also a lot of damage that knocks out almost everything. The only Pokemon that I can think of off the top of my head that, like, survives that is Mega Dragonite, which you don't see at all. So Dudunsparce is here to stay for a while. It's not an attacker that you're going to be using every game, but it's an option. It's a threat to your opponent that they think about, because you're going to be drawing a lot with the Dunsparce, the runaway draw, going over and over and over again. But what this deck does is just beat Dragapult, which it was kind of sad, because I thought they were going to win it, especially when I saw the top 8. They lost. I don't know who they lost to. I didn't see the top 8, but I saw on Twitter the post of it, and top 4 was all Dragapult, and they lost to it. So something must have really unfortunate happened, because it's not like they lost to, like, Lucario Hariyama. That one makes sense. That should just be an automatic loss, basically. But they lost to a Dragapult because they're in top 4. So something weird happened. I have Hale's tweet right here. Top 8 at LA Regionals with Lopunny Dunsparce. Lost to some bad variants in top 8, which is a bummer. I wonder what the bad variance is. I actually am so... I don't know if it was live streamed. I have no clue, but I want to know. Deck was so fun and a great call for the event. It was a spectacular call. If I remember correctly, like day 2 or phase 2, whatever they wanted to call it, had 40-something% Dragapult playing in it. Some sort of variance of Dragapult. Which is like Lugia V-Star all over again. Which is really sad. I don't want to see that. So, more and more times, if you go to an event, the best call is probably just to play something that beats all Dragapults. Like, we're at that stage now where it's just do that. And that's what Hale did, and nearly won. I genuinely want to know what happened here, because if Hale made it to top 4, Hale was facing against only Dragapults. Only Dragapults. With that being said, 5 of the top 8 decks were also Dragapults. I'm amazed that Lucario got in there. I do not think Lucario is a very good deck. I think it's alright. I just don't think it's a very good deck. I don't expect to be in top 8. I expect to be in like top 64, like a few of them in there, but not top 8. Raging Bolt does make sense. Raging Bolt's so good, and this is not a good deck. I want to be clear about that. I don't think Lopunny is a good deck, but for this meta, it's a very good deck. That's the difference. There's good decks. Dragapult is a good deck in like almost any meta ever. Lopunny is good in specific metas. I hope that makes sense. There's like decks that will do good like any... I don't know. Anyways, let's go play the game. I'm kind of excited. I do want to see if I can find some more info on Los Angeles Regionals, because I want to talk about it a little bit. I won the coin flip, but I also did find the Play Pokemon tweet. Here we go. 47.1% phase 2, so this is like day 2 of like the people that were competing pretty much. 47.1% some sort of Dragapult variance. That's too much. That's when we know we have a problem. Luckily, we're having Chaos Rising come in soon. Hopefully that's a terrible start. Hopefully that changes up the meta a little bit. Show me Duskull. Maybe. The world may never know. But hopefully that changes soon. That's too much. Like, it's a sad amount. It's too sad. Yeah, we'll grab the Fan Rotom on you. Unfortunately, we start the Psyduck, which is probably the worst Pokemon I could have asked to start with. I think we'll survive, maybe. We'll see. I'm wondering how important is it to play the second bunny. And I think it's pretty important. The other next question is, do I play the Enriching Energy on the Buneary or the Fan Rotom potentially? I have to retreat out next turn. So I would need another energy, but I don't want to lose the Enriching Energy. I'm weak greedy. This does mean I'm not attacking with Fan Rotom next turn unless he knocks out my Psyduck, which is possible. But let's go ahead and we are going to early Poké Pad. The reason we're early Poké Padding is to grab the Dunsparce. Ooh, I didn't mention, so we don't get Badooed. Sorry, I forgot to finish talking there. I forgot to mention Abra. Abra's in this deck. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys really quick. Abra is in this deck. I mean, we can do it when we go back in. It's got the ability Teleporter. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active spot, that's important. It has to be in your active spot. You may shuffle it and all attached cards into your deck. What does that do exactly, you might be wondering? Well, A, it makes you infinite. Like, you can't lose the game on decking out unless you make a giant misplay somehow. But B, what it does is it allows you to attach an Air Balloon to Mega Lopunny, or just manually retreat out with Mega Lopunny, to a benched Abra, pick up the Abra, put it back in the deck, and then you bring Mega Lopunny back up to get the Gale Thrust attack active again. I hope that made sense to you. Because Gale Thrust on its own does 60 damage if you just attack with him. But if this Pokemon was on your bench and moved to the active spot, you do 170 more damage, so 230. The difference of doing 170 is big, so I've not used the Abra yet, but I'm assuming that's how they would have used it. That's an EVEX. Sorry, I just did a lot of talking. It's early. My brain is all sorts of flustered because I'm leaving for a flight soon, so I need to get this video done. I'm trying to... I saw this deck and I really wanted to play it as well, so like I couldn't help it. I was like, I need to play this. Is he gonna be able to attack me this turn? Yeah? I'm burning for you. We do not one-shot him, which is a whole another issue. There's not much I could have done about this turn. We potentially can just boss's orders KO the Eevee, though. Put the energies on the Eevee. Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Do it. You might even attach an energy to Fan Rotom. Nope. All right, here we go. We should take those two prizes where we could get them. 270 is a very hard number for us to hit. We bring the Dunsparce. This is the free retreat Dunsparce. But we have the two Dunsparces in hand, so we should just be fine. Mega Lopunny will evolve you. He does 280? 280, can't attack the next turn. Oh, if you're wondering what his first deck does, 130, and then you search your deck for 2 basic energy cards attached to one of your Pokemon. It's really strong. We're gonna get you down. And you down. We're gonna start by Runaway Drawing. We did already evolve into Mega Lopunny, which is important, because if it was still a Buneary and then we evolved into Mega Lopunny, it would not have the Gale Thrust option for him. We're gonna rip the... Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Had to think for a second. Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I want the Mist Energy. I'm not gonna... I'd like to hit, like, Mega Lopunny this turn. But I also probably want to Abra. We do not run any Night Stretchers. So you have to be really smart on what you discard. This is going to be weird, but I don't hate discarding the Mist Energy off the top of my head. There probably is something better. I think we're going to get rid of the Hilda. I think. Let me grab the Mega Lopunny so we can kind of get set up for next turn. Get the Mist Energy on her. Next turn, I'm going to attach the Air Balloon now. That's going to be a weird play, but I don't think they could one-shot me. They don't run any fighting types, so I think we should be okay. We also have a boss's orders next turn to knock out the Latias, but just knocking out the Eevee before it's able to attack just seems like the correct play. I'm not going to Battle Cage because I don't feel a need to. There's a decent shot that we get hit with the Unfair Stamp, but we have 2 Dunsparces down. We have attackers ready to go. We can rotate between Mega Lopunnies, which is amazing. We should be okay for a turn. Worst case scenario, we take a lot of damage here. We get Unfair Stamped. We then just retreat and attack with Mega Lopunny. Because like I said, I don't think there's any way of them one-shotting us. Judging by how this deck looks, though, I don't think they run the Unfair Stamp. I think they run the Sparkling Crystal. That would be my guess. I don't know that for a fact, but whenever I see this many terrestrialized Pokemon, I think Sparkling Crystal. I also hated this deck that they're playing. Not because it's good or bad. I think it's actually pretty well placed. I think Flareon's really good. I just don't think the rest are that good. Leafeon's interesting. But I just couldn't maneuver it well. It's one of those decks that I overthink, and then I hurt my brain, and then I take too long, and then I still misplay. It happens to the best of us, alright? I make mistakes, you make mistakes. They're gonna get a bunch of cards here. I want them to play the Area 0. Honestly, is there a universe that I'm gonna be one-shotting with the Dunsparce EX this game? I didn't check if it's prized or not, because we only run 1, so the odds of it being prized is actually decent. And like I said, no Night Stretcher scares me, and I play much differently. That's a Serrano, and was it a Poké Pad? No, it must have been that. The Area 0, right? No, it was a Poké Pad. I mean, if they're setting me up for success with grabbing Ultra Ball to Dunsparce EX, Spiky Energy, I'm pretty happy with that. Also, the Dunsparce EX getting knocked out is not a bad thing, because it's a 2-prizer, and the main way, oh my god, that's a lot of EX. The main way you defeat this deck is by knocking out 2 Lopunnies, which is why Mega Lucario and Garchomp are so bad of a matchup for this. You have to hope to just kind of get set up early and stop them from getting all the Gabites out in time. So they have 3, 4. So not there yet. Right, just 4 EXs? Yeah, I thought they were gonna have more. 4 EXs times 60, I think is how much the Dunsparce does. Yeah, 60 is 240. I mean, honestly, how many bosses do we have? 3? I'm thinking about what I want to do. I kind of like just having the Dunsparce sitting on the bench, but I would like to get another Dunsparce down. Honestly, I think I'm fine. I think I just kind of win this one. He's doing 120. Let me Ultra Ball. We're going to get rid of the Abra. It doesn't feel like I'm going to need him this game. I actually don't want to get rid of the Battle Cage. I actually don't want to, like, bump the thing. I'm going to get rid of the Battle Cage. That's insane, and I know. But I don't think I care about the Area 0 at all this game. Let me get you down. It makes his, he's setting up the Water Ogre Pond back there. It just makes it terrible. We're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna boss his orders and KO. There's a good few options here. I have my pick of the litter. Honestly, I'll just grab the Pheasant Dip. Like, I'm not worried about the Ogre Pond. Maybe I should be about the Sob, but I'm not. Bring you up. I don't need a Spiky Energy. I'm just gonna Gale Thrust and knock him out. I don't think I need to overthink this. Like, we have it pretty set up. I just need to be able to get the last boss's orders. And I have 2 Dunsparces in play, ready to go. That Air Balloon's actually kind of nice. Ready to go. I have 2 Mega Lopunnies geared up and ready to attack. So, I don't think he could one-shot our active Mega Lopunny. He could boss's orders and grab him. But then we've got 2 turns to still look for the last boss's orders, which it might be prized, because I haven't been paying any attention to prizes, because I've been talking and yapping too much. There might be some way he does, like, this does 100 and then 120, which is why I liked having the Dunsparces down. Like, I didn't need to get a Dunsparce down, because then he could just knock that out. That's fine. The one thing that I should have probably tried getting a Dunsparce down. Or 2 Dunsparces down. The reason being, I would like to... There's a Sparkling Crystal. Okay, so they don't have Unfair Stamp. They could have Judge and ruin my hand, but... Ooh. Okay. He's getting geared up and ready to go. Oh. Right, the Angel Light. Does he have the bosses? Did he play Serrano this turn? I don't think he did. I think he still got his supporter available. He does. Wait. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. I mean, we just gotta dig, right? Let's just dig. We gotta go through as much of our deck as... Hey, boss's orders, I win. I was gonna say, we did Dunsparce, and then rip the Pokégear when we had the least amount of cards in the deck. Yeah, we just retreat. Boss's orders, give me you. Knockout. God, that was an easy game. Like I said, I don't think their deck is bad by any means. I think it's actually pretty good. I haven't seen it in a minute, but I think that Eevee Box is a pretty good deck. Not for me, but for other players. But hitting 230 into them is just too good. And 3 bosses orders, not one of them being prized, was kind of insane. Not insane, but like good for me. We're going first. Dreams do come true. I had a dream last night. And this is a pretty gosh darn good start. We have the Fan Rotom, we have the Dunsparce already. The reason why we don't start the Dunsparce is because I don't need to. I plan on playing, or I don't start the Fan Rotom is because I don't need to. I have the Dunsparce with Free Retreat, bring him up. I'm probably gonna play the Fan Rotom pretty much no matter what. Ooh, show me the Dragapult. Show it to me. I wanna see it. So we grab Buneary, Dunsparce. I'm grabbing the 60 HP because I see Meowth and that does scream. I mean, everything screams Dragapult to me. And honestly, I'm just going to attach the Mist Energy to you. Go ahead. We don't need to play the Buddy-Buddy. If we do get hit by a Badoo this turn, that sucks. It does kind of ruin the point of that. But we have the Dunsparce in hand, so the plan is to evolve the Dunsparce into Dudunsparce, play the Dunsparce, and then Buddy-Buddy Poffin to grab 2 more. Oh, what in the world? Is this getting popular now? What's happening? I don't know. I don't think this is the same person. I don't recognize the name. Okay, we're facing Inblux right now. I want to open up my last recording to see if it is the same person, because I just played this deck. That's insane. I'm kind of excited. Because like the last game went pretty well. He's got the Air Balloon on the Meowth, which sucks, but honestly the Meowth being there is more than enough to make me happy. As long as he doesn't bump it out of contention with... What are the boss's orders? We have the Mega Lopunny. we have the KO on a Meowth there. It's pretty hard to argue. There's no reason to evolve him over this guy. Just do this. It's fine. Either way is correct, but this was more correct in my head. Give me the 2 Dunsparces. I do have a bunny on the bench. Yes, I do. 2 Dunsparces. We don't have a reason to play Psyduck. We're gonna retreat out of you. Yeah, okay, no. We're gonna just evolve to Dunsparce again. We're gonna see if we can get another Lopunny in play. We're gonna attach an Enriching Energy to him. Draw more. The question is, am I gonna boss's orders grab the Meowth or the Eevee? And I think it's the Meowth. I think, I'm not positive. But I wanted the Enriching Energy to go back into the deck so we can keep drawing. Because it doesn't feel like he's gonna have a Judge right now or anything like that. And he doesn't run on Fair Stamp. They run the Sparkling Crystal. Evolve you. Honestly, I'm gonna Poké Pad for another Dunsparce. Because if they do get a Noctowl and they run Judge, we are probably gonna get hit by the Judge. 230 KO. That is an Air Balloon gone as well, which is pretty nice. If we get hit by the Flareon EX this turn, we're probably gonna boss. Wait, did I get that off of? Did I have a boss's order? A second one in hand? No, I didn't. Or I did. Yes, I did. I didn't get that off the prizes. What's his ability? This Pokemon can evolve into any Pokemon EX that evolves from one of your onto this Pokemon. First turn or the turn you play it. Can't evolve. Okay, so he's stuck being an Eevee EX at 200 HP, so if we don't get hit by the judge, we are going to prioritize knocking out that Eevee EX. Because he's not one-shotting us. I don't think he's got any way of doing that. He's doing 280 max. So we can Air Balloon, retreat, attach Mist Energy to you, Boss's Orders, KO the EVX. We just need to keep Boss's Ordering. Like, that's kind of all we need to do this game. I could Wally's Compassion. He can't one-shot our Mega Lopunny. What I am afraid of is, honestly, Angelite. Sylveon. I'm scared of that, throwing 2 Mega Lopunnies back in our deck, and then I can't do, like, I can't get going somehow. But I think we're in position to be just okay. So the way we win right, oh, nice, is we need to knock out the EVX. Ooh. That was actually really good. I haven't ran a Genesect in a hot minute, but it's pretty good in this meta. When were you put Sojourn Sparks? Is that Sharded Fables? I can't read that. It looks like an SFA, maybe? Burning Charge, get the EVEX set up. I could Wally's Compassion this turn, which isn't a bad play. But if you Boss's Orders KOs our Mega Lopunny that has damage on him, he can't attack next turn. Yeah. So I have to find a way to retreat and bring him back up, and he's not going to be Burning Charge to get energy. I'm assuming he's attaching all of his energies to the EVEX, because there's no other attacker on this other than, I guess, Fan Rotom. Which he does not want to attack with Fan Rotom. Let me be clear. He does not want to be attacking with that. So I think at this point we just kind of roll... Dude, brother, just put the fries in the bag. You're gonna die. Whatever you attach to the Eevee is going away. 1 energy? One? I'm gonna get rid of Hilda and you. I want to keep the rest because I want to make sure I can draw. Do we have... Okay, we're good. I want to get more Dunsparces down, but this just ensures that I can then draw next turn if we do get hit by the judge. 230 KO. I think that was smart. We're not going to rip the Dunsparce. There's no reason to. We want to get as much of a chance of hitting Boss's Orders next turn as we can, because we assume that he's got to get another EX in play if he wants to be attacking. The Abra... Dude, I want to use the Abra. I haven't ever used Abra before, and I want to try him out. Like, he's been in multiple of my decks, but it's just never come into play, and I want it to. He could do 280 to us. Does he have the bosses? Bosses KO him? Well, he can grab it if he wants. But I don't think they have a card that heals up Flareon. And if he attacks, he can't Burning Charge knock out the Mega Lopunny. So if he does Carmelize? If he does Caramelize, he's doing 280, but he can't attack the next turn. Yeah, he's got it. What did he grab with it? Boss's Orders and what else? Oh, he's got a switch! Oh, what the heck? Whoa! Okay. Does that change anything? Not really. So he grabs Switch and Black Belt's Training. Which means he could do 320 next turn, which is still not knocking me out. So he needs a little bit more oomph onto it. I mean, what am I looking for? I don't think I'm looking for anything. I think I'm looking for... more to Dunsparces, right? So if that's the case, is there any supporter I want? Hilda would be nice. Now, give me the Lilies. We're gonna try to up our odds of getting... We'll do that. He's got no Hoot Hoots in play. I don't know of a way of him getting 10 more damage down. If he's got it, he's got it. Maybe I should have played a Buneary. Or maybe I should play Abra. He could switch, retreat, black belt training, do 320. If he's got it, he's got it. I don't know how he does another 10 damage this turn. Area 0. I mean, Area 0, Monkey, Dory, Dark Energy, but I don't think they run that. Also, fun fact, we two-shot him with Spiky Energy. That's kind of funny. Do you have it? That's 320. Because of the switch, he's able to attack this turn. Yeah, we're fine. GG's. Almost got there. You got me worrying, but there wasn't anything I could do. At that point, it was just like, if they've got it, they've got it. Knockout. GG's, my good sir. Alright, give me a Dragapult next game. Alright, we're not... Oh, I didn't check if we faced the... So, last person we faced was Inblux, or Inblux, like B-L-U-X. Pretty good hand. Pokégear, get us Liz Determination. No mulligans. I was hoping for one more card to maybe see a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, but no Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We had the Poké Pad to grab... Bunny? No, we had the Fan Rotom. Dude, Fan Rotom's a good card. Who would have thought? This might be a Dragapult. This is an entirely new person. I don't know them. I hope I can beat them up. I can grab 2 bunnies. Honestly, I kind of like just grabbing 2 bunnies at this point. I want to make sure one sticks around. And now the question is... I'm enriching energy. It's just, who do I enrich energy to? Honestly, I've been very okay with just attaching it to Buneary. I'll grab you. Maybe I should save that. It's likely that we get hit with the Badoo. So, to Dunsparce, I'm going to attach to you, because I want to make sure we get an energy on you. And Wally's Compassion is still available. I should have done that first before Poké Padding. Alright, I'm being bad today. I'm so sorry. It's what I do best. If he knocks out our Dunsparce, that sucks, but it doesn't really matter. He could Air Balloon, Soul Rock, knock us out. He could Air Balloon, Fan Rotom knock us out. There's a few options here, but feels more than likely the Dunsparce is going to survive. We'll rip the Dunsparce and... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Giddy up. I'm kind of like, this is like the first time in a while I've been very excited to face. Oh, thank you for the sub. First time in a while to actually face a Dragapult. Damn. Chill. Okay, we are going to grab Psyduck. Now that we know what we are facing, a Psyduck does seem like a very good option. Let's evolve you. Let's evolve you. Let's do this. We'll play both of them, or rip both of them, and then we're gonna buddy-buddy for another Dunsparce and Psyduck. Not gonna... I would like an energy. No energy. We're gonna rip the buddy-buddy. Grab Psyduck. I wanted to get rid of both of these out of my hand. I want the 70 HP to Dunsparce. Or Dunsparce, sorry. I think I just want a Lilies. I want an Ultra Ball, but I don't really want to get rid of all of these things. Attach Air Balloon to you. Because Wally's Compassion is going to be really good. I like my hand. I wanted the Dunsparce on the bench really badly. The reason being is I'm afraid of commitment, but I'm also afraid of unfair stamp. That was such a stupid joke. I could bosses, grab the Dweepy. Pretty okay with that. Also, I don't have to. Honestly, knocking out the monkey door is fine. I've convinced myself. Just knock out the monkey. Move on with life. We could have Lilies there. We could have done a lot of things, but the 3 Wally's Compassions in my hand makes me very compassionate for it, and I want to keep it. I did want an energy, but there's one, so we should be okay. If he does somehow, well, I mean not somehow, Rare Candy, Dragapult, Crispin. I'm surprised he didn't bring up the one with an energy, because then he just wouldn't need Crispin. But that might honestly scream that he's already got Crispin in hand, so he knows what he's doing. I don't know. I haven't played Dragapult in like a year, so honestly, it might be just sacking off the Dreepy. If he had the Crispin, he would have used it by now. Or maybe he's going to use it now. But he would have used it because it would have thinned out the deck, so it gives him a higher chance of hitting the Rare Candy or Dragapult that he's looking for. He can't get the... Well, he can get the Clops down, but he can't pop the Clops. Klefki's no longer a thing. If he wants to do damage this turn, we then have the Wally's Compassion into Retreat. Not great, honestly. We need to get another Mega Lopunny. Maybe I should have Ultra Balled for the Mega Lopunny instead of the Dunsparce. No, because like I said, I was afraid of the unfair stamp. So I'm okay with that. Are you grabbing Badoo? Are you grabbing Clops? Are you grabbing Dust Noir? What kind of fun are we having here? Are you grabbing a different Monkey Dory? Because I'm pretty sure they run 2. That's fine. That's I'm still wondering why he didn't bring up this Dracloak. Okay, he's just sacking this guy off. What? You could have sacked off the Dusk. Maybe he's thinking later on he wants to get rid of the Psyduck. Which, honestly, a good play. Like, let's say he does evolve it into Clops. A really good play is just attaching the Mist Energy to Psyduck so that he can't knock out the Psyduck. It's not something I want to do, but if he's not attacking us this turn, we have a turn to just waste. Because I don't need to Wally's Compassion, so at that point we can Boss's Orders. Let's say he does evolve it into Clops. If he evolves it into Clops, do I ever just Boss's Orders? And then I could put the Mist Energy on the Buneary? Maybe. Or I could just I like the 3 I feel very safe with my 3 Wally's Compassions in hand. And maybe I should have got rid of one for the Ultra Ball rather than getting rid of the Boss's Orders. Probably should have, but like when in Rome, you can play 3 Wallies, you'll play 3 Wallies. That's a pretty good card. I'm playing that instead. I'm not even overthinking it. I'm just going with it. Give me the Lopunny and give me the Mist Energy. And we can bring this guy up, get the Mist Energy on him. Do 230, knock him out. I could have also Spiky Hoppered that turn, but don't need to. We're so far ahead. And it's not like the ideal Dracloak to knock out because he's got the 2 guys with energies in here, but like I don't feel like I need to waste a Boss's Orders in order to do that. I feel like getting Hilda and thinning out my deck in order to play better around Unfair Stamp still is just a good play. We have the Dudunsparce, so if he wants to Boss's Orders KO or Dudunsparce, he can. But then I have 2 Mega Lopunnies waiting for him, which is every man's dream. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Okay, that does make me want to get a Mist Energy down on the Psyduck even more now. Because it's going to become a priority for him to knock out the Psyduck. He might see his only way of winning is popping Dust Noir and ripping the Phantom Dive. That's really good for me. Yeah, the Phantom. I mean, if he's got the Unfair Cage, or Unfair Stamp. Oh! There. Lilies. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. So what is the play here? I mean, we'll see what he does. He's probably just doing 200 and then 60 damage to the Psyduck. Halucha's no longer a thing anymore. That's pretty good for him, honestly. Like, it's not doing... Like, it's only attaching one energy. But that makes it so that he doesn't need to worry about energies the rest of the game. Other than, I guess, Dark Energy Monkey Dory. Okay, this becomes bad now? He's definitely grabbing Monkey Dory now. This becomes bad in the circumstance of... We really want him not to put 60 damage on the Psyduck, or 40. Because Mist Energy stops the Phantom Dive, but it does not stop the Monkey Dory damage. Battle Cage does stop the Monkey Dory damage. To the bench, not the active. Do 60 on the Lopunny. Please. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Freshman. Freshman. Damn, that was really good, actually. I hate you. Buneary shouldn't help us. We can't rip the Dunsparce now. Let's retreat. Wally's Compassion. Mist Energy is really good anywhere I want to put it. I think I still just put it on the Mega Lopunny. It allows us to be able to retreat and attack with him. He's got the Dark Energy. He's attaching it to the Monkey Dory. He can knock out Psyduck by moving 30 damage, and then he opens the floodgates of the Dusclopses. He can't get lethal this turn, I don't think. I mean, maybe. So, move 30, knock out the Psyduck. Man, am I gonna lose this game? So... He can Dust Noir 130 the Lopunny. KO the Lopunny, move 60 on the Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom's dead. Move 30 damage onto the Psyduck. That's 5 prizes. He can then, if he's got a Dust Noir Rare Candy, knock out my Dunsparce. And I take 2 prizes from that turn, but he takes 6. I had to get the Mist Energy down on the Psyduck earlier. That's what lost me this game. I'm saying that like I lost. We don't necessarily know that he's got the Dust Noir Rare Candy in hand. He's already used the Dawn. The Dawn grabbed him a Dragapult rather than the Dust Noir. But he's used it 1 Night Stretcher at least. That might not be bad. Okay, he doesn't have it. He also didn't evolve him into Clops, which is pretty good for me. But we're knocking out his Dragapult this turn. Actually, am I? Uh-oh. What's more likely? I draw an energy... or I draw... Well, if I draw an energy, I could retreat with Fan Rotom regardless. So, if I rip the Battle Cage... I think I'm still bringing up Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny, I just need an energy to be able to attack with. I mean, I attack regardless, but I'm not doing enough. Energy, Hilda, Pokégear. Yeah. Watch me rip the Battle Cage now. Oh, good play, me. All skill. Give me the Dunsparce and give me the Mist Energy. So he needs 1 prize. Which means Dragapult Energy knocks out my Fan Rotom and I lose. Dude, Dusknoir makes for some stupid games. Why'd you bring him up? No! Boss's orders mind bend! This just in, Dragapult is still a good deck. Who would have thought? Screw Dragapult, dude. Alright, I got a flight to go catch. Like, literally, I actually have a flight to go catch. So I can't record anymore. I would have loved beating Dragapult, but here we are. A change to the meta can't come soon enough. Like, I definitely misplayed. But man, it's still just, everything's gross about Dragapult. It is feeling like Lugia V-Star all over again, where I just know that, like, they're gonna win somehow. No matter how I build a deck, they're gonna win somehow. I'm salty. Always will be. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't, or if you did, be sure to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so. Thank you guys for the continued support. Get out of here. Yeah, knuckleheads.